I recently took a fresh Bellicose into Brave space. This close to their staging system, Brave are very active, and in addition an Orpheus is mentioned on comms, so I'm careful about engaging. I burn off to split targets, and the Thrasher does me the favor of aggressing whilst the Bifrost jumps out. I play it safe, don't commit to point range, and warp off the moment he dies. I could have committed, but a Thrasher kill isn't worth it in my book. A few minutes later I find a lone crucifier on a gate. AFK, evidently. Later on, a malediction lands with me on the gate. Local is busy but my D-scan is clear. I want to pull him off the gate on the other side and he obliges. At first. The interceptor pilot plays it safe and doesn't commit right away. He should commit if he wants to secure the kill, because as long as he stays out of what could be my scram range, he can easily burn off and disengage any time. But ultimately, I am eager to engage, and maybe he just read me that well. Local spikes, and the malediction pounces. He goes in for a very well timed scram. The split second the Bifrost boosts on top of us, but afraid to commit, the Bifrost turns away. I show myself on grid with the gate and do a couple obvious warps to make the Harpy follow me. At this point I make a mistake. I should switch ammo. A Harpy has 80% base thermal resistance and my missiles won't hurt it. I should have reloaded to EM, there was time enough. That being said, I jump through and burn off the gate to put as much distance between me, the Harpy and any potential reinforcements. I heat my web to keep it out of scram range to be able to burn unhindered as long as possible. I hit reload, but the Harpy isn't even half shield. Thankfully, with auto reload turned off, I can switch to EM missiles. I also repair the launchers while reloading, an important step to get the most out of rapid lights. Whilst the M damage is great against the Harpy, it is suboptimal against a Crusader. But knowing its tank is probably paper thin, it doesn't really matter. The Griffin fails to jam me in time, and the Acadie doesn't actually tackle me. My Bellicose lives to see another fight. Now, I am low on nanite repair pace, so I can't repair my launchers. My lack of drones is further crippling my damage output, and unfortunately, Brave seem to have looted all the racks and drones on field. 2 Hecates and a Cormorant, too much to face head on. I align off, hoping to be tackled, and enable me to split them on the gate. They don't seem eager however, so I do warp off. In the meantime, D-scan reveals impending doom, Orpheus and Griffin. Time to leave. Cormorants are bad targets for explosive damage, but the usual railgun fittings don't include a strong tank, so I don't consider this to be an issue. The Cormorant drifts out of jump range and I engage. I put some distance between myself and the gate. I half-assedly attempt to keep point, but the Cormorant decides to stay and die. Orpheus and Cinnable, both of which I cannot hope to kill, appear on D-scan and again spell time to leave. I find a lone Hecadie on the gate with a slasher on D-scan. Engaging is a gamble, because I don't know what's on the other side. That being said, gambling a Bellicose for Hecadie is a good bet. Now it turns out, it is actually a very good idea to use the tackle mods you have, because then the Hecadie couldn't just burn away, first mitigating damage with speed, and then even leaving. In addition, I shoot a Crusader which hasn't even aggressed yet, wasting precious volleys, and I end up using my last missiles on the slasher in a desperate attempt to turn the tide. For some unknown reason, the scrambling Cinnable leaves me alone and burns off instead. The slasher doesn't notice my sudden lack of damage, indicating I am in a reload, disengages instead and allows me to warp off. At this point, my launchers are still badly burned, one of 2 shield extenders is offline, and my shield hasn't even regenerated. I align away to instantly leave, but the damaged slasher decides to chase. An easy prey, even for a crippled Bellicose. With local filling up, no drones or nanite in sight, and plenty of replacement bellicoses back home, I decide to go down in flames rather than attempt to escape. I jump through a gate I expect to be camped, and I find Synnable and Executioner. Had I waited for my shields to regenerate, I would have killed him. But I got impatient, and it cost me the kill. This is the fitting as used in this video. It's pretty straightforward, and made specifically for solo engagements. You could make it faster, but most tackle will outpace you anyway, and anything bigger than tackle will just kill you. Despite the lack of range, the web is a better choice over target painter, even bonused as it is by the Bellicose. The web improves application more than a target painter would, and because you can only hold down and kill frigates in short range anyway, the target painter's greater range is irrelevant. A web also gives you some range control as seen against the Harpy. However, in a small gang, the target painter would without a doubt be the better choice. This is the fitting I came up with after the engagements in the video. What I found to be a big issue was the long time it took me to regain full shields. The updated fitting spots an XL ASB, sacrificing a handful of DPS and about 3000 AHP, taking into account a full ASB clip, for the ability to just boost back to full HP between engagements. Unfortunately, you can only carry a total of 2 spare ASB reloads. Using the ASB instead of 2 shield extenders also gives you the spare mid slot to fit both web and target painter for even better application and versatility. In summary, the Bellicose is a vastly underrated ship. It is great at dealing with sub-cruiser support while appearing non-threatening to inexperienced tacklers. The Bellicose is also very affordable. The ASB version is about 25 million after insurance. It's a great ship for microgangs as it fills an important anti-support role while bringing useful utility to the field in the shape of a target painter and a web. Is the Navy Osprey a better rapid light missile platform? Yes, it is. But people know that and respect that, which means you'll end up getting less fights.